healthy and feel comfortable, go out there and make sure that people are able to exercise their right to vote. All told, the adventure of voting ended up taking about 6 hours. After we voted, my mom and I vowed, like, we're going to do
And with pregame.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Payton is out there with Barrett. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Randall in at the power forward. And for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Now, here is Russell. Passes it to Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's blocked. Pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Beasley. Outside Russell from deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
Now Barrett pushing it up and no one back to stop it. And Barrett slams it in.
Now, Payton getting a better understanding. If you play the point guard offensively, defensively, you should start to find ways to impact the game. He's doing that.
Now, here is Russell. To the middle. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Harkless. Back to Barrett. Now the feed to Gibson. And the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Payton finds Barrett. Clock is at 3. And Barrett slams it in.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Here's Payton. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez. Russell against Payton. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Randall with a great effort there, up and athletic and at the rim.
Towns, the pass to Hernan Gomez. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Feeds it to Beasley. It's stolen by Barrett. And a fast break now for New York. Payton with the ball.
There's some good things happening right now with Elfrid Payton being aggressive to find his way towards the rim. I like it when he attacks like this.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And a new group in for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Portis comes in for Randall. Knox, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Reggie Bullock in for R.J. Barrett. Here's Knox. Minnesota with the rebound.
The defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Reed the pass to Layman. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
.149 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Portis. And to get open is Robinson. And it's good. 2 points. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Timberwolves trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
52 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Ntilikina. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
And Bones, he's got a 7-foot wingspan. Certainly the defensive potential is there for Frank Ntilikina.
Well, the questions have always been about the other end and whether or not Frank can find a way to score more efficiently on a nightly basis. Still young and still some room to grow.
Here's Noel. And he banks in the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Ntilikina. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Over to the wing. There's the pass to Reed. And stolen by Portis. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish. The most basic. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks out front, leading by just 2. After this break, we'll be back with...
I think the underdog story, started...
And Greg playing with the chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Johnson is out there with Towns. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Culver. And it's Beasley in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Last season, during the hiatus, the Knicks did a retrospective of Linsanity. You remember that stretch in 2012. Jeremy Lin took the league by storm. He said he was floored to be recognized in such a fashion. For New Yorkers who are going through so much, it was a chance to reminisce about some pleasant surprises. Guys?
Great, David. Thank you. Timberwolves passing it around. Beasley with a clean look. The putback is no good. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. It's a 3-point game. Outside for Robinson. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Russell. Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
They get it again, and there it is for him. Ntilikina's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. No good that time. Excellent D that time from Robinson. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Hernan Gomez comes in for James Johnson. And Okogie subbed in for Culver. And a new group in for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Reese Harkless comes in for Reggie Bullock. It's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Ntilikina.
And the big man, Taj Gibson, a tough, defensive-minded veteran.
Such a huge part, the foundation really, of those teams in Chicago when he was playing alongside Joakim Noah. He's one of those glue guys who's willing to take on any assignment. Well, Payton getting after it and picking up some fouls right now.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Gibson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the basket by Okogie.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
To the inside. Here's Gibson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
There's a minute 34 left in the first half, and Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Lehman subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And New York with a change here, too. Portis is checked in. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
And how about RJ getting a little bit fancy with that one as he flushes it home.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Noel. Deflects the pass. 1:04 left to play here in the half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, inside, Barrett fighting twice as hard, working through that contact and trying to get a shot off.
And Bones, when you look at R.J. Barrett, what's the next step in his game?
So if the next stage offensively, GA, is that he's got better shot selection overall and a bit more consistency from the three-point line, then it's about setting a tone and taking on the defensive challenge every night. That's what a good leader can do, and this team is looking for one.
Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Will it go? Another shot, and the layup is good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
And Barrett will give you these kind of flashes. He got up that time.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out left to the wing. Here's Noel. Sinks the three-pointer. Noel's got 7 points. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Barrett. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Down low. 4 seconds left. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Payton. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, there was no stopping R.J. Barrett in the first half. He had 6. Thanks for joining.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Julius Randle. Elfrid Payton is out there with Barrett. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Harkless in at the 3, the small forward. Towns banked in off the glass. Towns has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Timberwolves. Harkless dishes to Randle. And he makes good on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 13.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Well, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Here's Harkless outside for Randle. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Pass to Okogie. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first free throw is good. I think so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Bullock passes to Randle, and Randle throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Ellington the pass to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Got to keep Taj out of the post. How many of those have we seen?
And Beasley, here we go, and Towns throws it down.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Timberwolves trail by 9. One-on-one fast break. And the basket by Okogie.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. To the paint. Ellington with it. Johnson's there. A minute 42 left here in the third quarter. And it's Bullock missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Gibson with the steal. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Juan Hernan Gomez, he's checked in for Johnson. And Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. And then for New York, Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And Barrett subbed in for Frank Ntilikina. Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. Culver dishes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Barrett against Russell. Barrett the pass to Robinson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope. And it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Randall. Kevin Knox comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Wayne Ellington.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Barrett on the wing. Outside Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pass to Portis. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 6 points for Bobby Portis.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Barrett for 3. No good. And so it's New York holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They've got Lehman. Russell is out there with Culver. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Knox. Hernan Gomez covering. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Knicks. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Knicks making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. Here's Knox. And that one, good. And the Knicks lead by 12.
Well, you love to see that Knox just inviting the contact and doesn't mind it one bit. Wants to show he's got the strength.
And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Barrett against Russell. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, he's big enough, and I think he's strong enough to take that kind of contact and make it an and-1. Russell with a nice play.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Knox. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. And Gibson now top the key. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Here's Payton, and that one is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
There's the lob, and Towns hammers the alley-oop through.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big man who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Payton looking it over. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along. Just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Reggie Bullock comes in for Barrett. Kicks it out to Johnson. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
To the left side wing. Randle passes to Payton. And it's in there. And the Knicks lead by 8.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Payton passes to Gibson. Kicks to Randle. Pass to Harkless. And here is Gibson. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Harkless. Gibson's got 4 points this quarter.
Gibson fighting through the contact and not taking no for an answer. Love that concentration.
And that one's good. Russell.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Payton. To get open is Gibson.
Yeah, I could talk about the vertical, but how about Payton's speed? Putting that to use on that dunk.
It's tipped. Here's Towns. It's Beasley on the wing. Inside. And the dunk by Towns.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
The Knicks leading by 6. It's Randle with the drive. And Randle throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Bullock kicks to Harkless. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Gibson. It's good. And the Knicks lead by 8.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. Well, the teammates are fired up, and so is D'Lo.
Bullock dishes to Harkless. Harkless on the wing. Over in the corner, Randle. Payton passes to Gibson. Over in the corner, Harkless. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Smith. 5 on the clock. And it goes down 2 points.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Spellman the pass to Noel. Misses there.
Such a good job by Robinson to use it.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
in line as soon as the opportunity presents itself. And I know that by voting early, it'll allow me to actually volunteer on November 3rd. Wherever they need us, we'll be there. If that's just directing people into a line, I'll do that. If that's helping people actually cast their ballot, I'll do that. But either way, I just want to be, you know, a smiling, positive.
Coming right up. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for payday.
Hey, Kevin, the Knicks.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Miles Bridges is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Graham in at the 2 spot. And for New York, we've got Mo Harkless. Julius Randle is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Payton. And it's Barrett at the 2 guard spot. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Lobbed up there for Gibson. And stolen by Biyombo. A fast break now for Charlotte. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Misses the 3. Barrett against Rozier. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Washington. Here's Bridges. And that one is off. Good D by Payton.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms.
And Randle throws it down.
Now, that's just a strong upper body. Randle converts through contact. Now, we're going to go to the line.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Now, here's Rozier. And we're about 1.5 minutes into the first quarter. Washington kicks to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Graham gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Hornets shooting their first foul shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier, that's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
Here's Washington. It's stolen by Randle. Payton passes to Randle. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Yep, that one goes in there. Randle's got 5.
Let the big man eat. Give it to Randle there, and he's locked in on score.
Graham with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Harkless. Some nice passing by New York here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the 6'4", 185-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Portis comes in for Julius Randle. Kevin Knox is checked in for Harkless. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Barrett. Charlotte also making some changes. Zeller is checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Batum in for Rozier. It's blocked. Here's Graham. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for him. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Bullock. Yep, it counts.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The Hornets trail. Batum scanning the floor. To the inside. Stolen by Robinson. Now here's Payton. Not a lot of room.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Hornets trail by 4. Pass to Washington. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Washington's got his second basket of the game.
Well, you see forwards like Washington all over the floor. The easiest shot, though, is normally inside. Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Payton against Graham. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Zeller dishes to Batum. Zeller trying to free himself up. And Batum with the basket on the assist by Zeller.
Well, this is the kind of teammate Zeller is, willing to give it up when he has guys open.
Here's Bullock. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Graham, the pass to Washington. Here's Bacon. Back to Washington. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For the Knicks, Ellington comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Ntilikina in for Elfrid Payton. For New York, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Ntilikina looking it over. Kicks it to Ellington. Great D that time from Batum. And a fast break now for the Hornets. It's blocked. Here's Robinson. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. New York ahead. They lead. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying.
I hate losing, but.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. They've got Batum. Miles Bridges is out there with Bacon. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Zeller in at the 5, roaming the paint. Julius Randle's checked in for the Knicks. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving them that shot. Bad things will happen.
The Knicks with the lead. You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, is it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes? Only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Floats it up for Randle.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Drills it from outside.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Nilikina passes to Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Portis has got 6.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
To the paint. Here's Zeller. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Well, this is one of the areas of the court where Zeller gets most of his offense, either converting inside, going to the line, or both.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. Payton's checked in. The Hornets also changing it up. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Batum comes in for Dwayne Bacon. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Terry Rozier. Gibson with it. Bridges covering. And Gibson kicks to Bullock. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bullock's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Graham. 6 points for him. Passes to Bridges. Back to Graham. Off with the layup. New York leading by 8. Here's Harkless. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
This offense just continues to impress.
Graham finds Batum. Now here's Washington. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. Bridges. Good on the shot. Bridges has got his first points in this one.
Oh, man, what determination from Bridges in the try. Just refusing to let the D get the best of him.
And here is Harkless. Off target at the rim. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
Barrett dishes to Payton. The feed to Gibson. The pass to Bullock. He kicks it to Barrett. Now here's Bullock. Defended by Bridges. Bullock, good.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
To the middle. Pass to Washington. There's the triple. And so it's New York in the driver's seat. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
They've got Taj Gibson. Harkless is out there with Randle. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Down low. Here's Gibson. Payton up top. Covered by Biyombo. Gibson. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Peyton's got 3 assists now in this one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance. And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
Well, he has a 7'6" wingspan, flashed tremendous speed for his size. He also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He can speak 5 languages. Scouts came away impressed with his total package.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Taj Gibson. Barrett with the ball. Washington's on him. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Frank Ntilikina checked in for Peyton. And then for Charlotte, Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. And Bacon subbed in for Bridges. Here's Rozier. Randall grabs the board.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
The shot by Harkless, no good.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Barrett the pass to Ntilikina. It's tipped.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Count that one.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Graham finds Rozier. But they get it back. Randall grabs the board. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Barrett. Pass to Ntilikina. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
I like seeing Ntilikina keep his balance despite the contact. This is how he converts these and ones.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Kevin Knox comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Ellington is subbed in for Barrett. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. He gets it in there. Rozier's got 7 now in this quarter.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
New York moving the ball around. Robinson kicks to Ellington. And the foul on Dwayne Bacon. That's his first foul. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Knicks. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And finished off by Robinson.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Rozier for 3. No good. Shot missing. And New York the other way now. There's the lob to the hoop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the dunk by Zeller.
Now, there's the high basketball IQ of Zeller. He knows he's going to get whacked, but he turns it into an and one.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
There's Bacon, and power down the champ.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Right side Robinson. Pass to Bullock. Back to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
and just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. The pass to Zeller. The kick out to Rozier. The three-pointer, no good.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Over in the corner, Portis. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Knox. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Inside, Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Terry Rozier is out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
What I love about Randall is the power he plays with. He's an absolute force inside.
At the Rozier. From deep. Drains the three-pointer.
He's got 12 points from three-point range now. 9 have come in this half alone.
Payton drives in. Biyombo with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And New York making a change here. Harkless is checked in. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Zeller. To the left wing. Randall passes to Gibson. That one good for 2. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Graham dishes to Bridges. Biyombo in the post. Barrett covering, and it's Washington missing. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Barrett kicks to Randall. Barrett against Graham. Here's Randall, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And now it's a 9-point Knicks lead. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Biyombo, defended by Harkless. Inside, Harkless with the steal. And pushing it up, here's New York. Barrett is running. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul. Rozier for 3. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
The way he's firing from 3 today, they ought to keep riding.
Passes it to Harkless. Over in the corner, Randall. No good with the layup. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his first foul. Hornets trail by 8. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Maybe we can give him a pass for that turnover, only because he's been reliable up to now, mistake-free.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Washington. Graham with the ball. Now Payton defending. Here's Rozier. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Payton drives in. And Randall throws it down.
That's a major league catch and flush right there. Randall's not a high flyer, but showing some explosiveness at the rim that time.
Rozier for three. It's rebounded by Payton. The Knicks leading by 10. Here's Barrett. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number one. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Bridges finds Rozier. And the Hornets miss again. Knicks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. It's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Cody Zeller's checked in for the Hornets. .110 left to play here in the fourth. Washington. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for New York.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Julius Randle.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Got a hand on it. And a fast break now for New York. Here's the pass to Harkless. Outside Gibson. Lays it up off the glass. Gibson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
But this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
Pass to Graham. From deep. That shot misses. So no problem for New York as they get the win. So, all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
positive force, making sure that everyone feels safe and has the right to vote.
And next week, Trae Young hosts another installment of More Than a Vote with his personal story.
You'll definitely want to check back.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... And thanks for tuning in to the NBA. D.A. Jacob.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. And for the Hornets, we've got Devontae Graham. Miles Bridges is out there with Washington. And there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Rozier in at the point guard.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now, here's Rozier. Pass to Graham. Now, Washington. Over Hernan Gomez. Off the left rim and out. Graham against Beasley. And the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Back to Bridges. Rozier for 3. Charlotte gets it back. Biyombo finds Bridges. Biyombo trying to break free. Minnesota with the ball. To the middle. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Charlotte with it. Hornets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Graham, the pass to Washington. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Bounce pass, Russell. Towns dishes to Beasley. Towns kicks to Hernan Gomez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Now here's Towns, covered by Biyombo. Count it.
Boy, so fluid with the ball in his hands. Town capable of driving it right at you.
In the summer of 2018, Karl Anthony Towns signing that 5-year, $158 million max contract.
Greg, given that he has a reputation of being frugal, that may last him a while. Consider after he was drafted. For a while, he didn't own a car. He actually walked around Minneapolis. Now, that could be a little cold in those chilly winter months.
And he makes both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Russell passes to Towns. And Rozier pulls it down. The Hornets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Graham, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
A putback, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got his second bucket.
Fact of the matter is, Karl Anthony Towns could be a menace on the glass. Good luck with this guy.
Now the pass to Rozier. Graham with the ball. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Washington. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. they've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Beasley finds Hernan Gomez. Out to the wing. Back to Russell. To the paint. Towns, the pass to Russell. Beasley trying to break free. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Towns.
What floor awareness from Karl Anthony Towns to be 7 foot and that skilled. How lucky is he?
Rozier for three. Good on the triple. Rozier's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Towns. The 3. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo. And Dwayne Bacon subbed in for Rozier. James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And it's Washington missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Charlotte making a switch here. Batum's checked in. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Graham with the ball. Out left to the wing. Bridges kicks to Graham. Zeller. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And it's Layman in the corner. Here's Culver. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, tough to finish with contact from that range. Shows what a determined scorer Jarrett Culver is.
Graham surveying the floor. And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
To the inside. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. 1 second left, and there's the nice layup by Culver.
There's a combination of size and agility that makes Culver a threat from the interior. This guy will find a way to create and get around the defense.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Minnesota on top, leading by a point. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And recently...
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains. You know, going into the summer, a lot of guys that have made that jump paved the way.
Craig doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Johnson is out there with Layman. Then it's Culver, and it's Reed in at the center. Bridges kicks to Graham. Bridges dishes to Zeller. And the shot goes in. 8 points for him. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection. But obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
Boy, the ability of Jarrett Culver to drive and get to the interior, finds a way to score.
It's deflected. Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Biombo, he's checked in for Charlotte. Terry Rozier comes in for Devontae Graham. And Towns gets it to go.
Well, there's an efficiency with which Karl Anthony Towns can work when he's in the painted area. That is nicely done.
And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely.
Russell passes to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Towns has got 8 points.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Knocked loose. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Rozier for 3. Charlotte with the new shot clock. Here's Zeller. Again, the Hornets score.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And Towns throws it down.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. There's the lob to Towns.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Washington's checked in for the Hornets. .114 left now here in the second. Rozier kicks to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Russell, and he gets it to go. He's got 6.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Making the pass to Zeller. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. The layup off target. Here's a Kogi. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the right side. Back to Hernangomez. Pass to Towns. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
This guy's such a fluid, powerful athlete. No doubt, Mr. Rozier.
Outside, Russell passes it to Okogie. It's Beasley on the wing. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 4. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He had 16 points, 3. And that's
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Hornets, we've got Rozier. P.J. Washington is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
Bridges kicks to Rozier. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Pass to Graham. And finished off by Graham.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And there's the pass to Bridges. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend the perimeter and the rim the way Towns can.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Graham. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy-up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress. That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Hornets trail by 4. Pass to Bridges. He dishes it to Biyombo, and he comes up with the deuce. Biyombo's got 4 this quarter.
This guy is very solid close to the rim. Biyombo knows when to be assertive on the interior.
The 3. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Washington inside. He's guarded by Johnson. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Shots good by Noel. Noel's got 5.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Now, here's Bridges. He's covered closely. Biyombo, no luck.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Over to the wing. Passes it to Johnson, to the middle. Here's Towns. Unable to get that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Graham, the pass to Bridges. Here's Washington. Johnson with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Really solid read from Jarrett Culver right there. This is a team-first guy who enjoys passing.
Rozier for 3. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Bacon, he's checked in for Rozier. And then for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. And Jake Layman subbed in for Josh Okogie. Great open look there. Noel's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Minnesota with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Layman pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the paint. Here's Culver. And he lays it straight in. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Washington kicks to Graham. Now, here's Bridges. Tight defense on him.
That's what a star talent does. If Bridges wants to fulfill his potential, he's got to attack. Use that quick first step.
Inside, here's Reed. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Reed's got 5 points so far.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Bacon. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And out of bounds is the Timberwolves gain possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Here is Russell. With 1 on the clock. And wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Graham. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Russell is out there with Beasley. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Graham finds Zeller, and the shot goes down. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Here's Reed, out to Russell. Teardrop shot, the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside for Batum. Pass to Washington. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Beasley with the steal. Russell against Graham. To the wing on the left. The wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Hernan Gomez passes to Russell. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now here's Graham. Defense right on him. Five to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Reed the pass to Russell. There's the feed to Beasley. That one doesn't drop.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And the basket is good.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Here's Russell. And the pass to Reed. It's deflected. Now, here's Washington. Hernan Gomez covering. Outside, Batum. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Beasley kicks to Hernan Gomez. Kicks it out to Beasley. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Washington. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. Charlotte making a switch. Rozier's checked in. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Okogie comes in for Jake Layman. Rozier for 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
There's the lob to Towns. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. A nice shot by Zeller.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Towns, high post. Washington's on him. Count it. Good. Towns has got 22.
Oh, takes the hit, stays locked in, eyes on the glass. Tremendous concentration by Towns.
And it's Rozier missing. Timberwolves leading by 11. Here's Hernan Gomez. Chalk up 2 there.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Timberwolves.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Rozier against Russell. That one goes. Count it.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night. Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Beasley outside. On the wing, Johnson. Russell finds Beasley. Out to Russell. Over Rozier. Russell, no good. Now Graham. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
Ryan here, back with more My Team updates for you. Next is Now tip-off packs are officially out now, complete with one player from each NBA team.
2K Sports brings you the NBA and the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell out there at Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. And for the Knicks, Taj Gibson is out there with Randall. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Peyton in at the 1 spot. Now here's Peyton. Up again. Randall on the follow.
Randall really a force on the offensive glass. This guy plays with so much energy and excels at crashing the glass.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Out to Russell from downtown. That shot off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Barrett, and it's denied.
Well, you see the defensive prowess there. I mean, I love when Okogie gets up and sends it back. Not many guys of his size can do that.
Now here's Randall. Here's Gibson. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
For 3, Okogie. Knicks with the rebound.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Here's Russell after R.J. Barrett's bucket. Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley. It's stolen by Randall. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And Barrett slams it in.
They look to Barrett in these spots because they trust the young man's ability to finish in the open court.
Down low, and Towns throws it down.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Peyton kicks to Gibson. Out to Peyton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, even when Peyton takes tough shots against good defense, you feel comfortable with it because he's so good at making shots through contact.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game here. Free throw off from Peyton. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that one's good. Russell.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Trying to get open is Randall. Bucket is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
It's taken away by Peyton. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Reggie Bullock comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Ntilikina in for Peyton. Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Catching up on the changes for New York. Bobby Portis comes in for Julius Randle. And Kevin Knox is subbed in for R.J. Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the lob to Portis. Robinson finds Portis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Timberwolves trail by 6. Out left to the wing. Culver passes to Noel. Johnson down low. Pass to Noel. Here's Reed. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Ntilikina, following the score by James Johnson. Portis, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Culver. No points in the game yet for him. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And New York making a change here. Ellington's checked in. Culver passes to Reed. Second chance shot. Ntilikina with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
To the inside, here's Reed, and the layup's good off the glass.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
The shot off that time, and we reached the end of the first quarter. Knicks lead by 8, and we'll get things. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And New York looking at who they've got. Randall and Portis patrol the middle. Ntilikina out there with Wayne Ellington. And it's Knox in at the small forward.
Yeah, I like the feel Ntilikina showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
Outside, Towns. But he gets it back. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Towns. And a new group in for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Bobby Portis. Reese Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. It's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Frank Ntilikina. And then for Minnesota, Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Jake Layman. And it's Russell in for Culver. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Russell.
Nice reaction by D'Angelo to the defense sagging back. Just drops in the simple floater there.
Towns wide open. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. And Gibson sends it back.
A good defender who uses his body well. Gibson is capable.
Oh, what a dunk!
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
To the wing right side. Towns kicks to Hernan-Gomez. Towns, the pass to Hernan-Gomez. No good there. Great D that time from Gibson. The Knicks leading by 8. Floats it up for Randall. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just another way Randall can beat you. Good hands for the catch and finish at the rim.
Gibson against Russell. Goes up on the wing. Towns, no luck.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Harkless with the bucket.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Beasley. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Payton against Russell. Pass to Barrett. Feeds it to Gibson. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for New York.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
Towns. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 8 points.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Hernan Gomez has got his first bucket in this one. And you know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015, a future MVP candidate. I mean, he's lived up to the billing.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Bobby Portis comes in for Harkless. Kevin Knox is checked in for Barrett. And Ellington is subbed in for Payton. Bullock dishes to Robinson. The slam dunk by Robinson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's the lob to Portis. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
The turnovers keep coming. It's been a pretty sloppy start to the game for them, but they're still in the driver's seat.
Okogie's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Ntilikina. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and he makes that one.
And, you know, the length of Ntilikina, man, takes long strides when he's driving inside to get past the defense. Fantastic stuff.
Robinson with the block. For 3, Ellington, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you, New York came out looking very confident. They launched into a 6-0 run. And that should...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Towns. Beasley is out there with Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
The reason Peyton has a promising future in this league is because he's a stat sheet stuffer. He does it all.
Good on the second free throw. Timberwolves trail by 8. There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
On the basket by Peyton.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Russell finds Towns. A wide-open shot from Hernan Gomez. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Harkless with it. Hernan Gomez on him. The shot by Harkless no good for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Harkless. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Barrett the pass to Randall. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Randall's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Juan Hernan Gomez. It's Randall with the drive. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Randall. He's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
To get open is Robinson. Peyton gets the bucket. Peyton's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Out to Russell. The pass to Reed. That one goes. Count it. Reed's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
A different look for New York. Bobby Portis is checked in for Julius Randle. Kevin Knox comes in for R.J. Barrett. And Ellington is subbed in for Peyton. Minnesota also with the sub. Towns is checked in. Here's Knox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 14-point game, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrants.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Kicks it out to Johnson. Russell passes to Towns. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Okogie, the pass to Johnson. It's good.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. they can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
New York leading by 10. Now Wellington. Nilikina passes to Portis. And it's good, 2 points. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And that one's good, Towns.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Harkless is checked in for New York. Jake Layman's checked in for the Timberwolves. Culver comes in for Malik Beasley. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Minnesota making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
76% from the line a season ago. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the league. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Harkless the pass to Knox. And here is Portis. Reed with the rebound. Outside Russell. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Bullock passes to Portis. With 2 seconds left, and Portis throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And so... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Now here's Payton. Harkless is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Payton. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Gibson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Well, I like seeing Payton contribute on offense. When he does shoot, he usually takes high percentage open shots.
Reed the pass to Russell. Count it. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it didn't turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Ouch. Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game. And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Okogie's checked in for Jake Layman. And it's Malik Beasley in for Culver. The Knicks leading by 16. Here's Harkless. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
Robinson finds Barrett. Payton outside to the paint. Randle passes to Robinson. Makes it off the glass.
textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And that one's good. Towns.
You see, Towns doesn't dip much after the catch. I mean, he gets the ball right up to the set point and ready to deliver. Really sound fundamentals in that regard.
Poked away and stolen by Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on R.J. Barrett. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernan Gomez. Outside, Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Harkless kicks to Robinson. Payton passes to Harkless. Dishes it to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Timberwolves trail by 16. And it's Beasley in the corner. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Bobbed up there for Gibson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Pass to Randall. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Julius Randle.
Boy, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Payton dishes to Randall. The shot's good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
There's Russell with the 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. To the left side wing. To the middle. Gibson with the steal. Up top, Barrett. He's guarded by Russell. Harkless on the wing. There's the 3. Off on that one. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
NBA team. Pistol Pete, James Worthy, and Yao Ming. Safe to say these packs have it all. In limited this weekend, grab
a beautiful look at downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City, where we're coming to you today. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Taj Gibson is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Payton. And it's Harkless in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hornets, we've got Bridges. Bismack Biyombo is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Rozier in at the 1 spot. Bridges passes to Rozier. Charlotte moving the ball around. Back to Biyombo. Clock at 4. Three-pointer, Graham. And no good that time.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Bridges. And yes, it's good.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact.
Inside. And Gibson kicks to Barrett. Back to Gibson. Payton outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's pretty aggressive by Elfrid Payton. To draw a foul inside the paint, the D looks flustered.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Here's Graham. Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Graham's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Payton dishes to Harkless. And so just over a minute and a half played. Back to Payton. There's the pass to Harkless. And stolen by Biyombo. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Payton passes to Gibson. Back to Payton. Here's the floater. Oh, that's blocked.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with. I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Rozier. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance.
The lightning quickness of Rozier, proving how dangerous he is when the break is on.
Payton against Rozier. Payton can't get it to go. Charlotte leading by 7. It's a hand on it. They grab their own miss. Count it.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first. Payton kicks to Harkless. It's Barrett on the wing. And he converts the layup. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Here's Graham. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Peyton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Pass to Washington. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Zeller, he's checked in for the Hornets. And then for New York, Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Harkless. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And Barrett gets it to go.
When RJ can play where he's mixing up speeds, but is also in control of himself, this is the kind of stuff you get from him.
Poke loose. And stolen by Barrett. Lays it up off the glass. Barrett's got 8. Hornets leading by 3. Passes to Rozier. 26 seconds left to play here in the first. A nice shot by Zeller.
It's good to see Rozier improving as a playmaker. Passes like this help make his guys better players.
Out to Peyton. Down low, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Aiken is out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Zeller, and it's Batum in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Kept alive, Bullock off target at the rim. Charlotte leading by 5. And it's Rozier missing. For New York, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Ntilikina passes to Bullock. Here's Ntilikina. New York moving the ball around. And it's Bullock missing.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Just way too easy as Kevin Knox rises up for the dunk.
Pass to Zeller. Out to the right wing. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Outside, Batum, right wing, lets it go with a 3. And that's good. Terry Rozier for 3. Rozier's got 5 points now this quarter.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Biombo is checked in for Miles Bridges. Wayne Ellington's checked in for New York.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And stolen by Ellington. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. Here's Ntilikina. Defended by Batum. Portis, the pass to Knox. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
A different look for New York. Gibson comes in for Portis, and Barrett subbed in for Kevin Knox. And Barrett slams it in.
Ntilikina sensing when one of his guys was not covered, and then he found him.
And Batum kicks to Graham. To the middle, here's Zeller. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
It's awesome to have a guy at that size be able to accelerate and elevate like RJ did there.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Biombo, the pass to Graham. Shoots. A second chance effort. And Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got 7 points.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Ntilikina looking it over. Back to Gibson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. New York shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
All the talk about Ntilikina coming into the league is that he was an unpolished offensive player, but defensively could get after it and guard the 1, 2, and possibly 3 position. But now it's about him stepping up offensive production.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in, and New York with a change here too. Randall's checked in. Hornets leading by 3. It's tipped. And a fast break now for New York. Ellington leading the charge. Batum with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Ntilikina. Knocked away. And stolen by Biombo. Graham, the pass to Washington. Misses from close range. And Gibson kicks to Ntilikina. Back to Gibson. To the inside. Ntilikina can't hit.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hornets lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we had. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50%. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, RJ Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Julius Randle is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Barrett at the 2-guard spot. Here's Washington. Kicks it to Graham. That one doesn't go. And New York the other way now. Here we go, one-on-one. Barrett dishes to Harkless. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
The Hornets shooting at 46%, making some buckets.
You wonder if RJ Barrett could be the best player to come out of Canada. Now that's some high praise because he had many years battling against one Steve Nash. But RJ Barrett has a high ceiling.
And Barrett slams it in.
Well, Randall, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found him.
Now the pass to Bridges. Throws it up high. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got 5. And Barrett's father playing for the Canadian national team as well as playing overseas. And Brent, as you know, his mother, a nationally ranked sprinter.
Yeah, an unbelievable family DNA and lineage around a multitude of sports, and it really helps to be a generalist rather than a specialist. Couldn't ask for a better pedigree for one RJ Barrett.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Biombo. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Portis comes in for Randall. Knox, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Barrett.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now Graham, he's got 5. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Graham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? 3-pointer, Graham. That shot is off. The Knicks go the other way with it.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Bridges, and it's Batum in for Devontae Green. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Payton, and it's blocked. And Batum kicks to Rozier. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving. Don't sit back and be passive.
Here's Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Robinson's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for New York. So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. 1:53 left to play in the third. To the paint. Washington kicks to Rozier for the lead. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Knox. The Knicks have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Bullock, good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Feeds to Zeller. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Payton. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now here's Ellington. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Robinson throws it down.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through.
Rozier for 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
Right side, Portis. It's Robinson, top of the key. Pass to Knox. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him. And they're running. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Hornets trail by 3. Passes it to Bacon. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Bullock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line. Biyombo is checked in for Charlotte. Then for the Knicks, Randall's checked in for Robinson. Reese Harkless comes in for Portis. And Barrett subbed in for Kevin Knox.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Zeller finds Biyombo. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. 5 on the clock. Batum passes to Zeller. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Zeller's got 9.
And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Knicks up 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Inside, Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Monte Graham is out there with Bacon, and it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's the Hornets 5.
Going to the line, Cody Zeller.
And it's tied up with that one. Ellington with it. Over in the corner, Harkless. Back to Ellington. To the inside. Here's Gibson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Good job by Taj using his muscle on that shot, even when you rough him up.
That's good from Gibson.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Back to Graham. Gibson with the steal. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. To the middle. Here's Randall. And he banks in the layup. Randall's got his first basket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Bacon. He's defended by Randall, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Payton's checked in.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Payton against Zeller, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Taj Gibson is tough, proven veteran who plays well on both ends of the court.
Payton drives in. Gibson up top. He feeds it to Harkless. Clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. New York leading by 3. Payton attacking. There's the dish to Randall, and that one drops for him.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Graham, the pass to Biyombo. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
The feed now to Harkless, and stolen by Zeller. Graham kicks to Rozier, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
So they take the lead. And the Hornets lead by 1.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Down low. Gibson finds Harkless. Back to Gibson. Randall surveying the D. Payton right side and a missed layup. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Biyombo. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Bridges. And 2 free throws. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Biyombo is checked in for the Hornets. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Inside, Washington. No good on that one. Great D that time from Gibson. New York trailing. Pass to Randall. Here we go, one-on-one. And Randall throws it down.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
Rozier for 3. And the Hornets miss again. The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. That's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. That's a floater go. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got 7 points for the quarter. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Payton passes to Gibson. He kicks it to Harkless. Back to Gibson. Wants to get it to Harkless and does. Just 5 to shoot. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Charlotte now. They lead by 1. It's stolen by Randall. And here we go. Floats it up for Randall. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Randall getting up there, explosive vertically on that play with great timing.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Rozier the pass to Washington. It's tipped. And here is Harkless. Got it.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Rozier kicks to Washington. The tray right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Payton. Got it!
Stepping up is Elfrid Payton says, give me that rock. I'll do something with it.
And the Hornets call time here. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Clouds passing high over the 10th inning. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. P.J. Washington is out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Devontae Graham. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Rozier in at the point guard. And for Minnesota, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. Now here's Graham. Biyombo trying to break free. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from Beasley. Hernan Gomez finds Beasley. And that one, good. Beasley's got his team on the board to start the game for the Timberwolves. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Got a piece of it.
Oh, nice defense from Bridges. When he hustles like this, he's capable of swatting shots.
But he recovers it. Towns kicks to Hernan Gomez. The pass to Okogie. For 3, Beasley. No good on the shot. And the Hornets now going the other way. Washington inside. Hernan Gomez on him. Back to Washington. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
But for P.J. Washington, he's the rare first-round pick to come back for a second year of college in Kentucky. But I think he did him well.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Okogie, the pass to Russell. Feeds to Towns. They get a hand on it. It's Beasley on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beasley's got 5 points so far.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Okogie, the pass to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Yep, it counts.
Oh, man, look at that. Using his speed and athleticism to perfection. Russell, love it when he attacks the basket.
Pass to Biyombo. Rozier for 3. They get it again.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Minnesota. James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Jake Layman subbed in for Malik Beasley. And then for Charlotte, Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's Batum in for Devontae Graham. Kicks it out to Johnson. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The feed to Zeller. The kick out to Rozier. In the corner, it's Bridges. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And the level of focus Bridges has, great job working his way through the contact.
The drive by Russell. And it's in there.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Hornets trail by 3. Bridges passes to Rozier. Offline with his 3. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Got a hand on it.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Zeller controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Okogie. There's the lob to Towns. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Rozier's got the ball.
getting out on the break. Terry's got a good nose for the basket. High IQ score.
Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Russell looking around. For three, Okogie. Another miss by Minnesota. For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Here's Layman, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Bacon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Zeller. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Outside, Russell. Misses from short range. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
We've got Colvin. Layman is out there with James Johnson. And it's Noel in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now here's Graham. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Biyombo's got his second basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson, a wide open look. Culver kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Culver. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Reed. And it's Layman in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Charlotte trailing. At the elbow, Zeller. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Johnson, the pass to Noel. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Hornets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. To the middle, there's Bacon. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Culver kicks to Hernan Gomez. No good on the triple. For Charlotte, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Batum, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Noel. Misses the 3. Charlotte in the lead. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. One-on-one here. Here's Reed. That one falls. Reed's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Down low. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Charlotte making some changes. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Dwayne Bacon. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Nicholas Batum. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota.
And making an immediate impact in this league, Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle-tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
Okogie's checked in for Culver.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Washington with it. Hernan Gomez on him. Washington finds Rozier. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Washington. It's good.
Well, you see forwards like Washington all over the floor. The easiest shot, though, is normally inside.
Here's Russell. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got 6.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here they come. Bridges with the steal. Fast break now for Charlotte.
Well, that's exactly the effort they want to see. Bridges putting into his D. Anticipates, pounces, and the steal turns into points on the break.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Okogie, the pass to Russell. Six to shoot. Towns trying to get open. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Pass to Graham. It's blocked. They retain possession. And it's slammed in by Bridges. Timberwolves trail by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the right side. Russell against Graham. Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. Beasley outside. Here's Russell. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1. And that's...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. One guy who's getting it done is Malik Beasley.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
You're right. Go in the locker room, ask anyone on his team. He's not worried about statistics as much as he is about winning.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Terry Rozier is out there with Devontae Graham. Then it's Bridges. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Biyombo at the center position. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Beasley.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in midair. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
So it's Minnesota now. After the basket by Charlotte.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Rozier for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Oh, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Ball's knocked loose. Towns comes with a double team. Beasley with Bridges covering. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Count it, good. Russell's got 8 points.
Missed the fast break look before the defense has a chance to set up. That comes from Russell's high basketball IQ.
Towns with the steal. Pushing it up. A finish. And it's Beasley finishing it off. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
A drive by Russell. Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. Out to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Out to the wing. Beasley with a clean look. That 3 off the mark. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. The Hornets also with the sub. Bacon's checked in. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. For 3, Beasley. And it's Beasley again missing. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, incredible verticality from Bridges. I mean, he takes off over the defense and just buries the dunk.
And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Minnesota. Johnson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and Jake Layman subbed in for Malik Beasley. The Hornets also changing it up. Zeller comes in for Biyombo, and it's Batum in for Miles Bridges. Hornets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Rozier, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And so explosive on his way to the rim. Rozier is skilled at knifing inside and hurting the defense.
Batum with the steal. A fast break now for Charlotte. Rozier the pass to Washington, and it goes down 2 points. Washington's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hornets. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Hornets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Rozier for 3. Hornets now working with the new shot clock. Good on the bucket. 6 points for Batum.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Minnesota's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 5 points. That time the bucket coming from Reed.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
The kick out to Rozier. Batum scanning the floor. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Noel passes to Reed. He gets it in there. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
To the inside, Batum, and he could not get that one. And here we go with the coach's challenge. I'm surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Johnson, Culver out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Well, this is one of the areas of the court where Zeller gets most of his offense, either converting inside, going to the line, or both.
And so Zeller nails both of them. Here's Russell. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, some contact here, but Russell is not intimidated. Comes through it to finish strong.
Hornets leading by 5. Cuts off the pass. Here's Layman, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of the game. He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Hornets. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
First free throw is good. Yambo, he's checked in for Charlotte. Miles Bridges comes in for Nicholas Batum. Good on both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
To the paint, it's tipped and stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. And that one falls for Zeller.
And one thing that gives these scouts confidence in Zeller's ability to expand his shooting range is the fact that he's been a solid free throw shooter ever since he's entered this league.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Timberwolves trail by 7. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Towns.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
Passes to Graham. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Graham's got the lead back up to 7 now for Charlotte.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rozier, he's checked in for the Hornets. Russell against Graham. Bridges with the steal. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, you gotta love Rozier. Skying up for the dunk. Really seizing the opportunity and capitalizing with this tremendous leap in the
back to Beasley. Rozier with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Rozier's got the ball. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. And the first one drops.
Well, ball handlers like Rozier lift the whole team. I mean, his personality and attitude keep morale high through the entire game.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Biyombo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves trail by 12. Russell finds Hernangomez. For three, Beasley. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Russell.
We talked about the advantage of having size in the backcourt. Russell, they are using his height and length to challenge that interior.
And there's the pass to Washington. Pass to Bridges. Now Rozier. He's guarded by Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. The edge stolen by Hernan Gomez. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Russell. And he jams it with authority.
Well, this is the kind of teammate Zeller is, willing to give it up when he has guys open.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Pass to Washington. Back to Zeller. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. 1:16 left to play in the final quarter. Passes it to Russell. Back to Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off the mark. And Charlotte will come the other way. Here's Rozier. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
He's not an easy man to stop, but he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
And the shot goes in.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Russell against Rozier. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. No good on the 3.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Bridges for 3. Beasley with the rebound. And it's Towns penetrating. Money!
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Yeah, they still got work to do. What a job they've done to get back into this.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Oh, with a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work.